Hello friends and fellow bird lovers. Now Wingspan just has had an expansion. The European birds have finally made their way into the game here, the digital version, and we're going to give it a spin. Thanks to the developer who threw a key over our way. Let's go with we'll play against the Automa, and we'll play, we can play this one again, sure. That looks good to me. Now we can choose a player portrait. We'll just go with that. Let's say, I'd say, you know what, that looks really cheerful. I'll pick although it's spring, so maybe we'll pick, we could go with the seasonal. Sure, let's pick the seasonal background. And that one's included, right? Wingspan base game, Swift start, timber, okay, sure. Let's go with that. Now, I've played a lot of Wingspan, not digitally, but physically since it's come out. It's interesting, kind of, the digital version here, it lags a little bit on the physical version because there's already the Oceania, or I think that's what it's called, expansion, which adds a whole other pile of mechanics on top. So the game has gotten a lot more sophisticated, and in the physical version, I play with everything in. So this was scaling the game back a little bit, which was, I was relearning, right, okay, so this is how you play the game, which is cool. This adds some nice little features to it. There's interesting birds here. These ones, they're marked, the cards. They have usually interesting effects. Sometimes there's things that I believe are affected in between rounds when you do your scoring and stuff. Now, for those of you who aren't super familiar with the game, the basic idea is that you've got these three different habitats: the forest, the whatever, the grasslands, and the ocean, or the water, the whatever that is, swamps, rivers, whatever. And we're trying to attract birds to come into these different habitats. So that's essentially it. Up here tells us what habitat these birds can live in, up on the card, and then below tells us the cost of food that we need to have to attract that bird. This tells us how many points we'll get for that bird. This tells us what kind of habitat it is, and that's just generally it for a scoring situation. This one here we see there's going to be 4 rounds. And in the second round, we're going to want birds with nests. This specific kind of nest. What does it say? Yeah, that have at least 1 egg. And star nests are kind of like a joker. They count for anything. So this bird would be advantageous. But then we're going to look at, the other possibilities it's a lot of decisions right off the bat. Like, what are we really going to go for here? We can get more birds later, but we want to have a nice starting hand. So that's essentially the concept. We're going to try to attract birds to the regions. As we do it, we gain more abilities, and then every time we activate abilities in that region, we get more points from these cards that also kind of activate. There's a lot of point scoring going on. At the end of the game, there's definitely like a pile of math, and that's one beautiful thing about the digital version is that it does all that for you. Because there's definitely a few minutes of like adding up columns of things, which I don't mind at all, but it's this does all the bookkeeping, which is kind of nice. So let's look here. We've got food cost of the played bird. So the more it costs to play the bird, the better it is. Like this would be an expensive bird, 3 foods of any type. That would go towards us getting a bonus. So that's kind of a nice bird. We want then nesting birds, like branch nests with eggs in them. So that bird then becomes kind of nice. And then we also want birds in the grasslands. That's going to be the third bonus. So eventually that's going to be a good place to have birds. And then we want eggs in the woodlands, finally. So we have time to get to this one. So we really want to try to focus on these early ones and then maybe focus on attracting more birds as we go. So to start with, this one's not bad. If we play it, we draw a new bonus card, and then we gain another food from the bird feeder, and then lay an egg on any bird, or draw a new card. That's a powerful bird. So why don't we pick that one? So to start the game, we get to pick 5 things. We can pick birds and food. A combination of those things. Each thing counts as 1 to start. We get to pick a total of 5. So we got 1 down. Next up, what do we want to pick? Well, this woodpecker's not bad because it is going to go in the woodlands eventually. But then it doesn't have a ton of egg slots, so that doesn't help. The nest doesn't help. Has a nice power to it, though. And it does count towards the food cost. It adds up right off the bat. So you know, some things that are great, some things not so great. So I don't know which ones we want. This one has nice food cost, and it also counts as any. So let's pick that one. And in terms of food, let's pick a wheat. And then we'll pick, well, we want more wheat. Let's pick another food. I'll go for a worm, maybe. Can I pick? No, you can't pick two. I guess I will just pick... Then I could pick another bird. We could pick this one because this has 3 egg slots. And we can cache stuff on it, so that's a late game bird. But then this one allows us to... We can have 2 food things on it, which is kind of nice. That would mean we have to play this early on. You know what? Let's do that, and then we're going to pick that. So we have the food cost to actually play this one, and then we can work on the next one. Oh, that's 6 of 5. Ooh. Let's get rid of... Well, get rid of that, I guess. Yeah, okay, let's do that. I don't know. There's so many ways to slice this. This game of 1,000 tiny little decisions. So here's our bonus card. We can get birds with this nest, or in any one habitat, 2 points per power color. Birds with no power count is white. I think I'm going to go with this one. We're going to try to go for more of those nests. Okay, so here's our rounds. Each round we've got a bonus that counts at the end. And then for this round we have 8 turns left. You get less turns every round, so it becomes a little bit cumulatively painful as you go. You're like running out of time and space here. Okay, so we don't have enough to play that card. And we could play this card, but that's not going to do a ton for us right off the bat. So in a way, I kind of want to maybe just get that cherry so that I can get this right off the bat, actually. Get another a wheat and a cherry. See, we can only roll 1 food die. As we cover the space up with a bird, we gain the ability to get another food, and then if we spend a card, we can get 2 foods. And then when we cover this up, we can get 2 foods naturally. So as we go, the more birds we bring into habitats, the more powerful we become as a player, which is kind of nice. So you're torn. Food cost of the played birds. So either any of these birds are good. And then we want to get into the other nests. So mostly we'll look at what's the easiest for us to get playing. This one would be pretty easy for us to get playing. It's not the optimal bird in terms of the biome, though. I think I'm just going to take food here. I'm going to focus on playing something in the woodlands. So I have a worm. I'm going to take some cherries there. And that's that. There we're going to go. It's interesting. I should pay more attention to what goes on this screen. I never do. It's just a lot of information. My brain goes into user interface overload. That's me. No, that's them. They have gained 3 points. I don't know if they're pulling ahead by 3. I don't even know what all that means. It doesn't matter. Is it going to affect my decisions? Probably not. So now we're going to play this card into this biome here. Oh, oops, sorry. We got to go up to here. Pick the right biome. Okay, and we're going to do that. So there we go. First bird down. That's kind of nice. Okay, we have 6 turns left. So again, food cost on the birds is a big one. Now we have the option of getting 2 food, but we have to pay a card cost to do that. All players when we activate it, all players lay an egg on any bird of this type. You may lay 1 on an additional bird. So if we have 2 birds of this type, we can lay down 2 things. So if we get to play this thing here, this would be in our advantage in the sense that we can lay an extra egg on it. So why don't we grab... we have a wheat, and we need something else. Well, we could grab anything, can't we? So why don't we just grab a rat? Okay. And lay 2 on a bird with a nest. I can only lay the 1 because I only have the 1 bird, I think. because it says an additional bird. I'm not paying much of attention. It's this thing with the automa. I don't really worry too much about them. And this game has been, this is the only critique people make of this game, I think, is that it's kind of can be a bit of a solitaire game. I think, not in my house, but like we do pay quite a lot of attention to what the other person is doing. But it can be, I guess, and especially when I'm playing digitally here. I don't really care what they're doing, and that's okay, though. I don't mind that. Now, yeah, let's do that. Yeah, we'll pay those things. Okay. So, we've got 4 turns left, so... I want to grab now I want to grab a wheat. And I don't want to turn a bird thing in, because I can't. So now we'll lay an egg there. Okay. There we go, one there. And a second one there. So we want to take advantage of those bonuses as much as we can. Those eggs, either we'll need them to play more cards in a row, or we get bonus points at the end. I think you basically get like a point per egg, but this one will cost me an egg to put a card in this slot, so we'll see. So we have a wheat. Now, I think what I'm going to do is take this, and I'm going to re-roll. Okay, and we were able to get a wheat out of that. Okay. And I couldn't exploit that, I think, because I've filled that card, so this is a problem too. I want to actually not keep that card filled. I want to use the eggs on it wisely. So now we will... Oh, no, not in this. We want to go into this biome, I think. And we want to play for both of those. And again, yeah, okay, I want to use an egg from that. Choose a card. Cards left. Birds with a wingspan of 30 centimeters or less. 35% of cards, or... okay. Draw a card, lay an egg, or gain food. Interesting choice. I think I will draw a card, because I don't have any. Let's go with birds in the... Because I think we're going to basically be done on like filling up this habitat. So let's go for now for stuff, maybe birds in the field thing. Play another bird in the same habitat, pay its normal cost. So you can double up when you play that bird, which is nice. Not a lot of points for it. And I don't have anything that's going to meet this nest cost for the next one either, which kind of stinks, but that's alright. We'll take this for the moment. Alright, so what's going to happen here? We've got 1 turn left on this round. And again, I don't have any food, so that's problematic. Now what I could do is... we could just come and get another bird for our hand. It might be a good time to do that. What do we have? Okay, so we could play another one in this, and then that one allows me to lay eggs. See, none of these have the nest. So I want to get quick to draw. Okay, so I guess maybe I will just take my chances. There we go. This is the perfect one. Absolutely. Choose a card. Oh, I get to pick 2. Okay. Am I going to get more of these? I mean, I have a hard time imagining it. Oh, choose a card. Oh, if I sell an egg. Okay, you know what? Let's do that. Yeah, I'll take one from my top bird here. And then I will take... do we take a chance, or do we take one of the no ones? That's the thing. Lay an egg. You know what? We're going to be needing all the eggs in the very end, so let's do that. Let's take that one. Okay, and then we go. There we go. Is that it? Choose a card. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, there is a certain amount of the things where you can't quite, and we got the bonus for that round, which is good. So we had a higher food cost than they did. So now we're going to go for those other nests. Yeah, there's a certain information they do or have that I can't even be bothered to pay attention to because it's just so much. Okay, stop. There we go. So this Roadrunner, look at the cost on this thing. It's a beautiful card. However, we're going to need to have 3 pieces of food, a worm. Okay, let's go for this. We'll get a rat, and we'll get a mystery thing, and that's that. And then we can lay. Okay, yeah, we'll take that. Lay 2 birds. Okay. Okay, we'll take 1 on there. We'll take 1 on there. Okay, we can. There we go. That's it. Stops happening. I'm sure there are people who find this incredibly useful. It's nice that the information's there if you want it. I don't find it affects my gameplay at all. I don't win a lot against the automa though, so that could be part of it. It could be my downfall, really. Okay, so now I do want to do the thing where you also, when played, play another bird into the same habitat and pay its normal costs. I do like that card as well. It requires a worm. So let's get 2 more food here. So I think I'm going to refresh on this. So we're going to take the worm, because we could use that for sure. And I do want another worm. That's kind of unfortunate. I have a rat. I have a berry. Okay, I'm just going to take a wheat, because that's a thing. Okay. We want to do that. We can lay... So we're all filled up on eggs right at the moment for what we can do there. Which is problematic in a way. If we go to get more food, we're going to be we're going to lose that bonus. So we kind of want to play some cards here. So we have... yeah, I don't really want to get food yet then. I could play this. The house rent. This is a nice card in that it would allow me to use up those eggs that I'm getting. However, to play another bird in the same habitat, you know what I could do? Yeah, I need 2 worms in order to do that if I wanted to play this one, say, in that habitat. But I could play this one in that habitat. So let's do this. Let's put this one here. We're going to pay that cost from here. And then I get to play that, and I'm going to pay with that. And then I will also choose that place, and I will choose this one. So now I have another spot to dump eggs, and that's going to help us in the very end when we're trying to get eggs in that region, so we can kind of win. So there's this interesting amount of short and long-term thinking you do in this game. I do find it's a game where when you teach new people, it takes a full first game for a lot of the realization of what you're going to get to do, how powerful the game can become to kind of realize. You go, oh, I see now why I want to do all these things. I need a worm. So let's get some food here. I don't like any of this. I'm going to take the rat and then reshake it. I'm going to take that worm. So I've got a rat, a worm, or I'll have a rat, 2 rats, a worm, and a berry, but I need another worm. This is killing me. I don't know what else, we may as well take something else in addition. Select birds to lay eggs on, okay. And then we'll... oh, there we go. Lay 2 birds on a... Okay. Yeah, this is bananas. This is going to be a lot of egg laying that's going to happen. So nest birds with eggs at the end of this turn. So what do we... 3 turns left. Oh, you know, I want to be able to play that card. Okay, so let's go here. Can I play this? Worm. Okay, I'm assuming yes. Sure, berries seem to be the good thing, and the rat. Let's do it. And then on my last round here, I could just... I think I could just take food, which is going to give me a massive... No, because I want to play... I actually want to get eggs on it, so I do need to just play the eggs card. Let's do this. So nest birds with eggs. So this will count as a nest bird, has eggs. Nest bird with eggs. This one, we want to have eggs on it. It doesn't say the number of eggs. It doesn't say like most eggs. Just that you have a nest and it has an egg. And then that would be it. So I don't think I'm going to use my food to get more eggs at this point. It is a rat and a fish. I don't know if I'm going to need those things, but I think we're good. Okay, look at a thing from the deck. If it's under 50 centimeters, we would tuck it. It would eat that. One bird would eat another, I guess. The mallard survives. It is too big. No one can eat the mallard. Okay, so how are we looking here? One turn left. Alright. So I could, let's see. We've done all the things we needed to do, really. So we could look at, you know, I only have 1 bird in this region, so really I kind of want to get more birds, don't I? And I think what I want to do, we're not worrying about nest type, let's worry about this. Sure, it's a lot of food, but this will play into my whole thing I have going on. That's not going to do me any good. Okay. Alright, and then... Oh, I would have taken the bonus. I messed that up. Oh well. That's alright. Okay. There we are. How did we do? We tied. So we're each going to get 3 points. Hey, I'll take that. That's better than nothing. Okay, so this time we want to get a bunch of birds in this here. So what are we going to need? We're going to need a worm, wheat, and something else. So I now have neither the worm nor the wheat. So we want to get ourselves some food. Now this isn't bad because I could get 3 and I can just re-roll right now. Let's do that. We got a wheat, a worm. So we got, let's see, we got that one covered. Seems like worms are a big deal in this region. So I'm going to take another worm. Select birds to lay eggs. Okay, so let's maybe go... We want eggs in this region. That's a big thing. So I'm just going to put one there. Alright. And then... right, we just say yes. Okay. Oh, don't skip. And then I will pick a... Oh, right, sorry, it has to be a bird with that. With the nest. Alright. I will say this implementation at first is a little... it's jarring, because just to give a quick example, this is, you know, more how you see when you have when you play the board game, you have the regions on a mat and you lay the cards out in a row, and you have columns, and it, you know, tells you the eggs costs at the top. So the format is slightly different. They've done a great job, I think, of squeezing this all into this screen. And once you play it once, you go, oh, okay, I get. But at first I was like, what? What is anything? But it is really nicely done. And it brings, like, they did a good job of making the text very dominant and things like that, because that could be a bit of a pain. It also plays with gamepad. I'm playing on PC, so I'm just going to use that PC advantage for this kind of a game and just play with keyboard and mouse, but like it plays fine either way. Alright, so now let's place something in there. So I think I wanted to play this one, yes? Yes, yes. Okay, and I will play those two things, and I will play a fish. Sure, let's do that. We're going to want to play... Right, I'll play this down here, because I want eggs up in that habitat, so we actually kind of don't want to spend eggs from the top one, if we don't have to. Again, stuff happened. I don't know, either it makes you feel better and you go, you know what, he's an idiot, and I feel better that I don't pay attention either, or you just go, why isn't he paying any attention? I don't know. You know, it's a lot. Let's, okay, so if I cover this one up here, we'll automatically get 3, and then we'll have the ability to do a card swap. Part of the reason I think I would want to do that is I can maximize the number of egg locations I have. Like, look at this thing right here. This thing is absurd. So I could just load this thing up with eggs. Okay. So I'm going to pay my egg costs from this card. Okay, so now we haven't activated it, but I will, because it's going to dump eggs everywhere soon. Also, okay, so I had a choice between this and the other one. I am trying to get birds into this region though, so I'm going to go down here and I'm going to take a bird. So I don't have the food for this. But, and I don't need the nest. The nest is irrelevant. I just want birds in that region. So, you know, I don't know. I may... Okay, and then we'll do this. I'm going to take an egg from that one. And then I will also flip another one here. Can I not? I'm just going to flip... No, those are ugly cards. Okay. Yeah, okay, that is better. That goes... And that's worth a ton for 2 worms. Okay. So, where are we at in this round? I lost track. I wasn't even paying attention. I wasn't super concerned. So 2 turns left. Not a lot. So let's go up here. Let's get ourselves some food. This is gross. There's like the food choices here are not good. I want worms, right? I'm going to take this and this, re-roll this. Then I'm going to go worm. And I'm going to swap take a card I don't care about. Probably this swan. Like it has nice ability. Choose 1 to 3 birds in your water region. Tuck 1 from each of your hand behind each. Like you can stow a bunch of cards. So just to point out, like, so the European expansion introduced some really powerful birds. I just don't know if I want it. I can't actually play this one. So I will use that because that's just the region we've already filled up. So bye. And then I will take a wormy. Okay, discard cards. Discard a card from hand. If you do, play another bird in your region. I can't play another bird in this region. So how does that work if I try to do this? I'm just out of curiosity. What? Could I then play it? Yeah, see, I can't do that. Oh, I wonder if I've glitched it out. Yeah, because it won't let me play it here. Okay. What have I done? Okay. Oh, did I trigger? This is what I did. Oh gosh, I don't even know. What have I done? Alright. Now we've got, we want to play. And then... Alright. Oh, hold up. I could have done... Oh, I see. You can't commit. You can probably back that decision up, but whatever. We're fine. We're fine. So, is that it, or do we have one more? I'm getting too upset. Okay, we have 1 turn left. I was getting too wrapped up in the granular decisions. Okay, so this decision here. There we go. That's an easy one. And we will choose... Let's see. You see, it doesn't matter that they have eggs in this one. So we'll just use that, sure. There we go. And there's no bonus. It's just the card is worth a mammoth amount of points. So that's kind of nice at the end of the game. Your overall bird score is going to be rather high. So how'd we do? Okay, they beat us on that one. We lost 3 points, essentially, in that. We did okay. So now we're on the last round here. We'll see what we can do. So we want eggs up in the main area there. Now, I could just choose to pound eggs into this region. I really don't need to do that because we're going to get so many just by the nature of what we're doing here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get food and I'm going to try and play some of these monstrously powerful birds here. Let's grab a wheat and a fish. Roll this. I want berries. Oddly enough, I didn't get any. Okay, I'll take a worm. And I'm not going to trade a card in. I'm actually just probably going to keep these. If you do play another bird, okay, I don't want to do that. Select birds to lay eggs. Okay, that bird can lay an egg. Okay, and then yes, we will do this. Birds with this nest. Okay, you can have an egg. And you can have an egg. There we go. So we're going to have a lot of eggs in the region at the end. This is good. I should have it fully loaded here. Now, 4 turns left. Alright, we still want to get, like, can I play, I could play this, right? I need the worm, I can do worm, rat, wheat. And then, let's do that, we'll play this thing. So, worm, rat, wheat, yep. Any bird to spend an egg from. Oh, no. Yeah, okay, we'll choose that. That's fine. And then that's that. Now, I have not been playing at all to my bonus. I don't even remember what my bonus card is. And I don't think it matters at this point. I think we're far... Oh, here, there. Birds with those nests. So if I have 4 to 5 of them. So I got 1, 2... 3. Now, I'm not going to get that bonus. Actually, if I get this bird plate, I will get the bonus. I would have 4. So that would get me 4 bonus points. And then wingspan 30 centimeters or less. So I've already got 1, 2, 3, 4. And this would not count either. So I have 4. I would get an extra 3. So I get 7 bonus points coming to me if I can get this thing played. So let's see what we can do here. Again, I want some food. I don't like what I have on the menu. Now I can take, 2 of anything here, and I'll take that, and I'll take another wheat, and I'm going to re-roll this thing. Yes, there we go. There's the berry we want. I'm not going to do that because I don't have the card. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to select a bird to lay an egg on. Yes, that one there. Okay, lay an egg on any additional bird. Absolutely, I will do that. With that kind of a nest. And I can't lay it there. So let's see, where else do we have one of these? Okay. Right, yep. My brain just died for a moment. Thinking, what am I really wanting to accomplish here? It's got 2 turns left. So let's get this played. This is going to be a pile of points. Sure. That sounds good. Now, I'm going to spend from... There we go. It's only 1 egg to play that. Really not bad at all. Alright, and... Round 4 of 4, we have 1 turn left. Alright. How are we going to do here? Let's see what we can come up with. I think I mean, if I just go for taking eggs, I can do 3 eggs right off the bat there. This one allows me to go 1, 2, 3. But then I can lay them on any birds I want. I'm kind of hooped here because I would actually lose some of that ability. So I think what I will do is I will just pay to lay eggs, and we'll go up here. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to pay some food. Let's pay a rat. Can I do more than one? No, okay. And then I will pay it there. Gain 1 from the bird feeder if available. You can cash it or take it. I will cash it on this card. Look at 1 from the deck. If it's small enough, we can... Yeah, we get to tuck it. So this is going to give us a point at the end. That gets just shoved behind underneath of a card. So our card went a-huntin'. Is effectively, I guess, the thematic idea. And here we are. This is, we got 16 points in that round. We definitely got the bonus, so we made up for the bonus loss there. We tied, actually, so we did okay. Overall, I think we got 3 more bonus points than them in the grand scheme of things. However, let's see what our total was here for this whole game. I'm excited. I don't think I've ever really... I've come close to winning against the automa, but I generally just end up making some bad decision. Okay, the bonus cards, yeah, it's tight. Like, they just got more bird points than we did. No, we won! We did it. So let's take a look at what this means. Looks like they've got more bird points than we did. I don't know by how much, but enough. Oh, we can look at the details. Okay, so they got 8 more bird points. We ended up getting more, whatever this was. What are those? Bonus cards. Our bonus, we knew we'd get 7. So we played that well. We actually got the requisite things. They didn't get a bonus. We beat them by the 3 points on the end of round goals. We knew that. And we just narrowly beat them on eggs. They were going hard for the eggs as well. That's incredible. Food on cards. I think we just had the 1. We didn't have a ton this time. And we also had 1 tucked card, and they had none. So this, regardless if you play this or the other, the physical version, you have this as your criteria for the end of the game. So you go through all the different criteria, add up the points on each thing. So you can see as you go through the game, you have motivations to play in a certain way. You're using those starting choices, and those end of round goals really matter a lot, and they inform your decisions for the entire game. But it's great because it gives you, it's almost like a quest. It gives you an objective for your gameplay that I'm going to try to achieve that, and I'm going to tailor my gameplay towards that. So it's not just a head-on-head, a duel between 2 players or however many players. I always play this as a 2-player game. You can play, I don't even remember what the head count is, more than that. But this is a phenomenal 2-player game, so as a board game. So I always think of it as a 2-player game. I think I've only ever played it as a 3-player game once. But it plays so... If you're playing with somebody who knows how to play this game, it plays so fast. And so anyway, I like that it gives you almost like a quest-like criteria with those end-of-round goals, which really encourages you to, again, adjust your gameplay to the starting conditions. And so each time, the more experience you get to know the starting conditions more, and it means you get more adaptive in the way you're going to play each time. And so you really start honing your decision-making a lot more. And if you play with the same person all the time, which I do, it's like you slowly both just build up this incredible skill set. I don't know that I would want to play against a newcomer again. I would just, you'd play for fun because you'd explain the game to them and feel bad because you would destroy them because you know a lot of stuff that's going to come up. The possibilities. There's a lot of possibilities, different nest type, different food combos, all that. There's so much depth in this game. And I love that the European expansion has added just another little bit of a layer there, giving us some more powerful cards, some denser decisions that we have to make. and gives you more pretty birds to look at, which is cool. I love that there's still another. I'm assuming the digital version will continue developing. I don't see why it wouldn't. They've done such a great job. The next expansion adds so much, and I don't know how to handle that digitally, but it's amazing. It's a wonderful expansion, and if I'm not mistaken, there is still more in the works over at Stegmaier Games, where they published this thing. Elizabeth Hargreaves, I want to say. I hope I'm not saying that. It's such a phenomenal piece of game design. Every single time I play this game, I'm stunned at just what a lovely game it is. It's all the pieces come together so beautifully, and your decisions are relentless. You're engaged with the game from start to finish, nonstop. And there's not a lot of games that do that, where every decision matters. It's like maybe a Agricola or something, where like every decision feels very meaningful, and you're continually you get so immersed in the game. And I feel like the digital version does a really nice job of conveying that. At any rate, that long ramble. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay here. I hope you go check it out, either digital, physical, whatever. It's a fantastic game, and we will see you all next time. Till then, bye-bye.